situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Second and a yard.
From the 44, Stafford completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Here's Swift. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run with Swift. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
1-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back. Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor, and they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
1-yard line.
On second down, Swift. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 18-yard line.
From the gun, Stafford. That is incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. Down on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to have the football back again.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Ryan. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 11 yards there. First down.
First down.
Ryan. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. He will take this across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And it goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford, his throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Throwing is Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught for a land touchdown. Hunter Bryant there to make the grab. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Ryan looking downfield for Jones. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
And 3 yards to go.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Ryan on first down. Looking deep for Julio. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. He will be brought down as time is now running on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting 7-6. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, puts him in a pretty good spot for second down. Escaping the pressure right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Stafford on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. To throw again. Stafford will try and set up the screen to Swift. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To the air again. Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down.
10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And the Falcon first down.
To throw is Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again, Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. They get 11 there on 4th and 10. Didn't get it by much, but it is a first down.
First down, Atlanta.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now it's Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. Back now at Ford Field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackle through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
9-yard line.
Here's Ryan to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
14-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Here's Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Hayden Hurst there to make the grab. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yard your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
It's a big play there for the Lions. 53 yards. The first down carry here for Johnson. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And this is caught at the 8. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. About a half yard from the end zone, third and goal. And Stafford's going to take it himself. And he is on the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Matthew Stafford taking it in. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fielded in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. 11 yards there. First down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Falcon first down.
Ryan to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Throwing now is Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send them after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. Flush to his right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Stafford. They'll find Galladay. That's complete. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 12. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back there, as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Falcon, Desmond Trufant. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
46-yard line.
Now Stafford with his first throw of OT. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he takes this one in for a